And we are live back in the house. Your boy Big Daddy Dom with Steve Mahala. He
It's a
told me
nice
his name
nickname for
is
you.
he told me his name is pronounced Mahala and not Makala. So how are you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just chilling. Exciting week of European football. To be honest, early qualifiers. It's so interesting, man. It really is. I love it personally.
Well, I'm glad we are actually following through with what we spoke about. Like, you know what
No,
I mean?
same
We
here.
talked we talked about doing it from the qualifier, the first preliminary round. We didn't
Yeah,
get to do the first round, but that's fine, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And now we did the first preliminary round, and that's over, and we're going to be
yes,
discussing the first legs and the second legs, and then we're going to get into the third qualifying round a little
yeah.
bit more, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's the next round, whatever it is, because we have third qualifying round, draw, the second qualifying round, and we will take a look at the draw as well, because the draw isn't done yet, but
Yeah.
we're gonna go into the second qualifying round, which is gonna come up pretty soon. And remember, Steve and I had a wager on who ends up with the most predictions correctly would have to buy each other a jersey of choice. Well, Steve's jersey was what was your jersey? The Newcastle home kit or the away? What
It
is
was
it?
the away or the home, one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd have to check, but it was the new Newcastle one. Yeah.
yeah, and the new Newcastle, the new Newcastle.
New Newcastle.
Yeah, not the old one, the new one. Yeah, and of course, I want to get the Man City away jersey, of
Mm.
course, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what it looks like yet. I have an idea, but I don't think it's out yet. So
I
hopefully,
haven't seen nothing.
hopefully I win. Hopefully I win. So far, Steve, what you got? 11,
Yeah.
and I got
11 out
9.
of 15, and you're 9.
Yeah, so
9
that's
out of
not bad at
15.
all. That's not bad. So let's get into these results for the first leg. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna run through the first leg results, and then for the second legs, we're gonna get more in depth and summarize both legs.
Yeah.
So Tuesday the 5th of July, we had games where Pyunik of Armenia faced CFR Cluj of Romania. That game ended 0-0. A close game between Malmo, Swedish champions, and Víkingur Reykjavík, who really put up a good fight in a 3-2 loss there. Then we had Ludogorets of Bulgaria, 2 Sutjeska of what is that, Montenegro?
Montenegro.
Nil. I remember you picked Sutjeska though.
I did. I did.
That's one
That
of the
didn't work
that
out. But
one of those you got wrong for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, and we had Ballkani of Kosovo won, Žalgiris of Lithuania won. Then we had the game
The
what
new
is this?
Saints.
New Saints of Wales won, and Linfield of Northern Ireland nil. Lech Poznań started off very well with a 1-0 win over Qarabağ, the Polish champions over the Azerbaijan champions, but we know that didn't work out. We'll get to that. Shamrock Rovers. I was actually watching this game,
Mm.
and they were very, very impressive. They beat the Irish champs, beat Hibernians of Malta 3-0, and Shkupi of Macedonia 3, and Lincoln Red Imps of Gibraltar nil. And then we had the other first legs here between Tobol of Kazakhstan nil and Ferencváros of Hungary nil. That was a very good first leg for Tobol at home. Didn't work out in the second leg,
Yeah.
of course. I actually talked up HJK Helsinki of Finland. They got a 1-0 win over RFS of Latvia.
Shout out
And
Michael Talks Football from
yeah,
Finland, too. That's it.
yeah,
Those are his
big
boys.
up Mike, big up Michael. He didn't have any faith in his team either, but I did, and they
I
came
did
through.
too, yeah.
Like they barely came through. They barely came through, but they made it. Bodo Glimt of Norway, the Stars in last season's Conference League. They defeated Key of Faroe Islands 3-0, and that one came down very close. Diddeling or Diddeleng of Luxembourg won Tirana of Albania 0. Diddeleng had a very good tie, very very good tie.
Yeah.
Zrinjski of Bosnia and Herzegovina 0, and Sheriff of Moldova or Tiraspol 0. Maribor 0. Shakhtyor of Belarus 0. Maribor of Slovenia. And I could remember we spoke about how many 0-0s there were on that day. There were actually how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 0-0 games.
4 on Wednesday, yeah.
Exactly. Slovan Bratislava of Slovakia 0, and Dinamo Batumi, who I actually predicted to go through, 0. They almost did, but it was a close one. So what we're gonna do is big up to everybody watching a live stream right about now. Big up to Demo, big up to Alex Gomez, Brawl Berry, big up to Mr. Gustav and awesome Mr. Awesome there who tuned in. Guys, it's been a slow summer, man. It's been a slow summer, but
you needed a break, Dom.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy I took the break though, because guess what? In 2 weeks we have the Community Shield, and then the league starts early August. So it's like, you know, everything's gonna kick back up again, and then it's nonstop work. So
yeah,
you know. Very good, Liam. Liam, you just realized that you on camera. That's what you just realized.
Waving. He's got a live audience.
Exactly. So yeah, man, it's just good to take a break, and I hope everybody understood that I needed a break. Plus, Steve, you know, I told you I got COVID, man. You know, that was not a good experience at all, and I had planned to like really get things kicking in July, but getting COVID early in the month kind of threw me off again. So it's all good, man. Everything happens for a reason, man. You know what I mean?
Got this. So, we got this. So
exactly. So look, in terms of the second legs, though, let's take a look at the second legs. So Helsinki got the first leg lead overturned, but did end up winning on penalties 5-4. I did not watch this game. I watch a few of these games, and Steve, I know you watch a lot of these games as well. Mm-hmm. Could you give any context on this? Did you see it? Did you see this game live, or did you?
I didn't watch this one, but I watched a bit of the Sheriff Tiraspol game. I watched a bit of forget the other one. I think the Sutjeska one was on Paramount Plus, but yeah, this one was honestly, I was a bit shocked that Helsinki HJK lost, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, they eventually pulled through in penalties. So that's close call for Helsinki. These early qualifiers are very close, some of them.
Well, we know they don't look too good going into the next round, which we will discuss as well during this live stream, you know what I'm saying? So, look, Helsinki, even though they lost this match, they got through on, you know, leveling. The tie was level. They got through on penalties.
Yeah.
I think this is the only one that went to penalties, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think this is the only one that went to penalties. No, 2 of them went to penalties.
Yep, Pyunik and Cluj.
Yep, 2 of them actually went to penalties.
A lot of drama in that game, too.
Yep, so...
A lot of drama.
In terms of the Helsinki and the Latvian champs, what was your pick?
I went with Helsinki like you did.
Yeah, we both went with Helsinki, so we got that one right. You know,
that's 1-1.
Both got that one right, 1-1 there. You know what I mean? As if you guys don't know, Steve got 11 right. I got 9 right, but we not. It's going to be hard to keep track, you know, as we go. So it's just good to say the result, the overall result of the prediction, you know what I mean, competition that we got going on here right now. And it's going to continue into the next round. So
yes.
I'm still in it, man. I'm only 2 behind, which is not bad at all.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, and to be honest, Steve is actually a lot more, you know, knowledgeable on these lower league, you know, lesser known teams, I should say.
Right. I try to be. I don't know everything, but I know a decent amount about.
Yeah, I gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert with these, these teams. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of these teams, to be honest, it's the first time I heard of some of them, like Žalgiris and Ballkani. I never heard of those teams. You know what I mean? So in that tie, Žalgiris actually won 1-0, and they actually went on to win after extra time. So it was if we go back to the first leg here, it finished 1-1, and it was 0-0 after 90 minutes, and of course Žalgiris won after extra time. So that one must have been a very, very tense one for the Lithuanian champions. And I didn't actually predict them to go through. That's one of those. You predicted Žalgiris.
I did. Yeah, I did go with Žalgiris. Yes. Just because it was Ballkani, one of their, Kosovan football is just becoming established in the region. So
you didn't have a lot of faith in them.
I didn't have faith. I just felt confident with Žalgiris, which turned out to be correct. So
good call, bro. Good call. So look, this one actually shocked me a bit because you actually spoke on how rotten Polish football is right now, and I went with Lech Poznań based on the quality of names and stuff that we see within their team. And if we click this and we check the lineups and everything, it's just like when you look at the quality, man, I was like, some of the names and some recognizable names. I don't see a lot of them on the roster, to be honest. Maybe they had a lot of movements in the transfer window and everything, but the result was shocking though, 5-1.
And 5-1. A goal and Lech Poznań scored in the first minute of the game too. So they then proceeded to completely throw away their lead 5-1.
So they basically had a 2-0 lead in the tie in the first minute, which is a big advantage, and ended up the game just slipped away because the first goal from Qarabağ was scored in the 14th. Then they had a 42nd minute goal. And in the second half, they just, ran riot on the Lech Poznań defense, man. Yeah. So
Lech Poznań were far too conservative in that game. I managed to find some highlights of it, and they felt way too comfortable at 2-0. And I thought just Qarabağ took the game to them, to be honest. And that's just one of the problems with Polish football and some of the teams, man. It's a sorry state of affairs. And it shows in the national team too. Our national team is pretty dreadful. So I wasn't surprised. I really wasn't that surprised at all.
So for context, Steve said our, so just let the people know that you are
Polish.
You're Polish, so
my last name is, yes.
So you're Polish and what you're also French as well?
Yeah. Polish, French, Hungarian, German, and I have a Slovak last name.
Damn, you a lot, man. The next tie, Lincoln Red Imps did beat Shkupi in the second leg 2-0, but because they lost so heavily in the first leg 3-0, it wasn't enough for the Gibraltar champions to overcome that really heavy deficit. So it finished 2-3 in favor of Shkupi, and the Macedonian champs would move on to the next round. So not bad for Lincoln Red Imps, though, who was the first team from Gibraltar to ever participate in European football when they made the Conference League last
group
season.
stage. Yeah.
So I think they will go into the Conference League playoffs as well.
They are playing. I forget.
We will check out. We should check out the Conference League when we're done with this. When we're done wrapping it up, and the Europa League, to see what's actually going on with those other competitions. You know what I'm saying?
They actually play Tobol next round in the Europa Conference League, second qualifying round.
Okay. And Tobol is one of the teams that got knocked out of this
But
current round as well. So yeah.
Ferencváros. Yeah.
So the teams do have a second chance, another bite at European football. So it's not all doom and gloom for all the teams that did not go through from this round.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go through each and every game and look at all the scores and everything like that. It's going to take forever to do that.
There are definitely some games we have to talk about. The Víkingur Malmo one was madness.
Yeah, definitely. We'll take a look at that one. Let's take a look at the Sheriff 1-0. This was a very close game, though. Very
competitive.
Too close for comfort, if you ask me, because that's a 1-0 margin,
and it was an own goal.
Yeah, 22nd minute own goal. So that was very, very close, though. Sheriff did lose a lot of their players, though. Adama Traore left; he went to Ferencváros, so that's a big loss as well. And if you look around the team, you don't see a lot of the recognizable names from last season.
Phil, I believe.
Exactly. You don't see a lot of those recognizable names. You know what I'm saying?
Cristiano, I believe, went back. Their left back, Cristiano, went back to Brazil, I believe.
Yeah, so the team is definitely beaten from last season's brilliance and exploits in the Champions League. So, you know what I mean? So let's see what they do in the next round. I still would put my money on Sheriff, to be honest, because of how impressive they were last season. I think they should be able to use some of that experience and as a team and bring it into this season's qualifiers. What do you think? Oh, you got bumped out?
Hey, I'm back. Sorry. The problem with having a laptop that is a touchscreen and made of glass, the problem with that is that when you crack it, like I did, it just clicks random buttons at times. So
someone needs a new laptop.
I do. But I'm back.
Yeah. So of course we have my little boy Liam, little fussy here. I need him to take a nap, but he doesn't want to take a nap. But, we have to get this done. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to say something about Sheriff, too. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with Sheriff in their way to just keep winning games and advancing. And that's what they did last year. They had some moments last year where they advanced in the qualifying rounds based off of luck or whatever, but Sheriff just seemed to be, and also keep in mind that their coach, their Ukrainian coach, actually, he's actually fighting in the war right now.
Oh, okay.
He actually left because if you click on it and see who the coach is, it's a different guy.
Yeah, I realized that's a different guy that's managing them this year.
So it's very impressive what Sheriff are doing. It's very impressive.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think I'm gonna doubt them anymore unless they come up against someone very strong like a.
I actually don't know if they'll reach all the way to the Champions League group stage, because the competition could get a little tough as the qualifiers progress. But
they had a kind route last year, to be fair, because they played like Red Star when they could have had a team like Olympiacos or Monaco or Shakhtyor.
Red Star, no pushovers though.
They're not. No, not at all. But
I think the team last season was just a very, very good Sheriff team.
It was.
Come on, they beat Real Madrid. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that team was it was unreal.
Exactly.
With the Moldovan side, yes.
So we move on to the next one. Tirana of Albania 1 and Diddeleng of Luxembourg 2. So they defeated Tirana 3-1 on aggregate. Yeah. And just to go back to the pick, I did pick Sheriff to go through, and I picked Tirana to go through, and that didn't actually happen.
I had Zrinjski, Mostar, and I picked Diddeleng. So now I take the lead again. Or actually, it's even.
You didn't pick Sheriff, right? No,
I picked Zrinjski, Mostar.
Okay. And for the Shkupi Lincoln
I
Red
picked
Imps.
Lincoln.
Yeah, I did pick Shkupi, so we were pretty even up until that point. I'm not really trying to keep track of it because it's kind of difficult to keep track of it as we go along, to be honest. But I should have showed a bit more faith in Diddeleng, but I think it's after I realized it was actually Diddeleng. I was like, damn, now I know the team because it looked like a team that I'd never seen before,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a game that I was actually tuning into was the first leg of the Shamrock Rovers Hibernians game.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, what's his name? Let me tell you his name, man. The guy that scored twice and assisted once. This guy is very good, man. I think his name is Gaffney. That guy is very good. Rory Gaffney. I don't know, man. I think he's actually good enough to maybe play for a better team. Maybe like a Europa League quality team or something, man. Because that guy, that I don't know if you saw the highlights from the first leg.
I forgot. I honestly forget if I did or not. I just watched the Ferencváros one.
Yeah.
But, Ireland produced talented players. There's no doubt about it. It's just a matter of getting those moves to teams. And, when you perform well in Champions League, even if it's just qualifiers like Gaffney did, or I think in the first leg too, Finn and Leon's had good games, absolutely terrorizing Hibernians' defense. So that'll get you a move if you.
Yeah, they were pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed with Shamrock Rovers. I didn't predict them to go through.
I did.
That was kind of shocking of me, to be honest. I should have known better. But I know now, man. I know now. They were rampant in the first leg, though. But the second leg, Hibernians fought back and they earned themselves a respectable 0-0 draw. So Shamrock Rovers of Ireland will move on. So the last one here, until we get into the next day, is Víkingur Reykjavík of Iceland 3, Malmö 3. With Malmo actually winning 6-5 on aggregate. Let's take a look at this one and see,
that was a good game. That was a great game. I watched that one.
So it seems as if Víkingur Reykjavík was just fighting. You know what I mean? They opened the scoring.
Yeah.
And Malmo equalized.
Birmancevic, 34th minute. It was No, the second goal was like a one-on-one where he moved.
Bimo, he scored in the 44th. Then Christensen, and then in the second half, Reykjavík.
It was all Víkingur.
Yeah, they fight back really well.
That was a great game, honestly, and I told you, Dom, before this, man. Víkingur Reykjavík in their previous games, or a few of the games that I watched of theirs from the Icelandic Wonderlead, they score a lot of goals.
And the thing about this team, to Steve, I think this team looks like it got a lot of potential. They could actually make it to the conference league group stage.
And keep in mind, Iceland also has the 5th worst UEFA club coefficient. Teams like Lithuania, Latvia, Bulgaria, they have higher coefficients than Iceland. But I told you before the game, the series kicked off, that I think Víkingur Reykjavík, just the fact that they can score lots of goals, I think they could be competitive with Malmö. Just because I don't think this is the strongest Malmö side that I've seen personally.
Yeah, but Malmö got a lot of quality, though.
They've got some good names. Ola Toivonen, Christensen, Larsen.
Kiese Thielen. These guys are national team players, for Sweden.
Yeah.
Olsen, he was in the Premier League. He bounced around. He's one of the twins.
Olsen was with Norwich, I think.
Yeah, he bounced around with
good manager teams. Too, Milos Milojevic. So
yeah.
But they
were given a run for their money.
Big credit to Víkingur Reykjavík, and Malmö need to tighten up that defense, because that was. It's one thing allowing a Icelandic team to score 5 on you, but it's one thing to score a lot of goals in your domestic league, which is already super weak, but to be conceding 5 goals over 2 games to an Icelandic side, and you're a Swedish side, and you
a team like Malmo,
a
team like Malmo, the quality they've been playing Champions League football for a while. You know what I'm saying? So
they're always in and amongst.
Exactly.
So they've got to be very careful. They've got to be very careful in the upcoming rounds.
I do agree.
Because clearly, if you go after them, they have a weak point. So, and as long as you just never give up, then you're always in with a shout. To be honest, and they got Zalgiris. Malmo have Zalgiris next, and I think they're a decent team too.
Yeah,
so.
we'll get into the next round as well. So you know what I mean. So just the last bit, this last 6 before we get into the next round. Shakhtyor of Belarus, they lost 0-2 to Maribor, who went on to win the tie 2-0. Maribor, a team that most of us are familiar with. They've been in the Champions League before. And I had no doubts. I really had no doubts that they would actually make it. Just like Malmo, I didn't have any doubts that Malmo would get through, and they did. And I also picked Maribor, the Slovenian team,
too,
to actually prevail here over Shakhtyor. Sounds like Shakhtar, but Shakhtyor of Belarus.
Shakhtyor, it's Shakhtyor Sologorsk.
Yep.
That's the.
So congrats to Maribor there. I didn't expect anything else there, but this one, when I saw the result from the Faroe Islands team there, Key, I was shocked. I was like, Bodo Glimt almost blew it, man. From having a 3-0 lead in the first leg to coming back to lose 3-1, they almost got eliminated from the Champions League qualifiers there.
So Dom, I actually wanted to. Something I saw on Twitter earlier. I forget if it was an English fan who's a fan of Icelandic football or Norwegian, but apparently people are talking about a Scandinavian Super League kind of thing where they have Bodo Glimt play Key, Klaksvik score, Malmo plays Bodo. I think that's a pretty interesting idea because clearly over these 2 legs, these teams in the Scandinavian region, they can compete with each other.
Yeah. We had a few derbies there as well.
Yeah. So I just thought that was an interesting idea because clearly they can compete. And Bodo Glimt almost got Bodo Glimt by a smaller team. It's crazy.
We know Bodo Glimt are like the giant killers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what they did last season in the Conference League against Roma, even though Roma ended up getting their revenge on them.
I mean, they'll always have 6-1.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So one tie that I actually tuned into, I think the first leg I tuned into the Dinamo Batumi and the Slovan Bratislava game. And it was a well-contested first leg, which was, by the way, I did pick Bodo Glimt to go through as well.
And I did too.
Yes. So that was a good prediction there.
Yeah.
And just to go to the Georgian champs, Dinamo Batumi, I think they actually miss Kvaratskhelia, who left for Napoli. And Slovan Bratislava, they actually recruited Juraj Kuška.
Yeah.
So I
was actually Watford.
Yep, I was surprised to see him in the team, and they have Vladimir Weiss as their captain as well.
Yep, former Man City player.
Yep. So they do have the quality in their team, but Dinamo Batumi did give them a good run for their money, but I think they were just lacking that cutting edge in the final third. And Slovan Bratislava just couldn't finish off their chances as well in that first game. But they were the better team. And you see the second leg here, it finished 2-1. Steve, talk to us about the winning goal.
Well, we got to talk about what happened before that too. So
let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this game right here.
Game was unreal.
So it finished 0-0. Both legs within 90 minutes finished 0-0. It went into extra time. and Dinamo Batumi scored first in the 104th minute. Then
excellent goal.
Yep,
Absolutely excellent goal.
Slovan Bratislava equalized in the 115th, and Vladimir Weiss scored an Olympico direct goal from a corner to actually win the game.
The momentum swing, it came, Dom, I'm telling you, man, it came out of absolutely nowhere. And keep in mind, this was a point where, this is a point when me and you were tied on our
predictions.
Because this was, we were tied on predictions if the Dinamo Batumi result held. So, and then this goal, and then the 115th minute goal came in. I'm like, all right, maybe Slovan can win on penalties, and I can lead Dom.
Yeah, they screwed me, bro. They screwed me, man. But then
Vladimir Weiss, 120th minute. It was poor goalkeeping. If you guys look on my Twitter, I have a video of it, but it was poor goalkeeping. But
listen, Slovan Bratislava screwed me, bro. It should have been 10-10. It should have been 10-10, bro. But look, I don't know if anybody noticed, but Vladimir Weiss Sr. is the manager of Slovan Bratislava, and his son is actually the captain of the team. And I know both Vladimir Weisses as well. You know what I mean? So and Juraj Kushka, he provided some quality there. You see Chak Vet Sate up top there as well. So these are some of the
Armenian international
names. Yep, some of the more familiar names in the Slovan Bratislava team, though.
Yeah,
but
those are really good. They're really good game.
I actually went with Batumi, and I think it was a very, very solid choice, but didn't work out, man.
It was a solid choice for the first 205 minutes, but the last 5 or 6 minutes, that's the crazy thing about football, man. You could be 1-0 up for the past 200 minutes. It don't matter if
look at what happened. Look at what happened to Man City in the Champions League. Yeah. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? We're dominating and 1 minute change the whole game.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Look at how we won the title as well. I don't mean to rub it into any Liverpool fans right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still yet to talk about how Liverpool got smashed 4-0 in the
that's a friendly
in the friend. I mean, still the Man United fans are happy about that.
Well, their standards are in the dumpster.
Friendly or no friendly, you get 4-0, it doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying?
It's a friendly.
Yeah, but listen, it doesn't matter though. But I didn't watch the game. I didn't even realize the game was actually playing though until the next day when I saw the whole thing on Twitter that
I don't care about friendlies.
Liverpool got 4-0. You know what I mean? And the whole Darwin Núñez thing where everybody's mocking Darwin Núñez in the training, man, and say this is what 100 million gets you. He looked terrible in training, but I know that's not the actual Darwin Núñez, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe he ate a rotten egg for breakfast or something. I don't know. but he didn't look good in that training session whatsoever, man.
That's all right.
So, we have Pachara saying, Dom, it looks like Chelsea are winning the league with the players they're signing. I'm surprised you even saying that Chelsea
we said that last. Some people saying that last year. So.
Yeah, but Chelsea, look, man, they're now making some late signings with Koulibaly and Raheem Sterling. I'm yet to talk about those, but I will whenever I do have some time though. But Steve, let's get back to the agenda here, and that's Champions League preliminary. And we are at the Ferencváros Tobol game where the Hungarian champions completely smashed the Kazakhstani champions 5-1. And this is a game I actually saw.
Yeah.
This is the game I tuned into. Because I try to tune into a game every day of the qualifiers.
Yeah.
And former Sheriff Tiraspol striker Adama Traore scored in the 4th and 17th minute and set up another goal in the 21st. And then Bassi, of course, Tobol grabbed one back. I was telling Steve about this. It was 3-1. And then Bassi in the second half scored 74th and 90th minute. They do have a player that came on let me tell you his name. He came on and he was a live wire, man,
For
for
Tobol?
Ferencváros. I think it's that Bassi kid, you know.
Yeah.
It might be the Bassi kid.
Yeah.
But one of them guys came on in the second half there, man. He was on fire,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. So
I think Ferencváros could be one of those teams where they get to the group stages. I see
they look
the
good. They
quality
look
in
good.
them. I think Bolly is a very good
And-
player. I like it.
and
Traore,
They do have Mai, the Moroccan international
Yeah.
as well. And
Kovacevic plays for Bosnia. Same thing with Civic, Henry
another
Wingo.
thing too,
American.
another thing that we have to note is that the former Russian manager Stanislav Cherchesov, you know, and
he's a good manager.
I think he was very good in Polish football before, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it was Polish football. I can't remember which team, but then he moved over to the Russian team, and I was surprised when he got sacked by Russia, to be honest. No,
I was too.
but you know, luckily for him, he's in Hungary doing his thing, and you know, he ain't even got to worry about the whole controversial stuff that's going on in Russia right now. But I'm telling you, Ferencváros, they look good. They look really, really good in this game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna actually watch this game so I could draw some context and you know to bring into the discussion as well. So like just like I expected, I did pick Ferencváros to go through from that one. So that was a quality pick. We both made quality predictions because 11 and 9 correct is pretty good if you ask me. That is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So
but one we got wrong was Cluj and Pyunik.
Oh yeah, man.
Very wrong.
Well, that one went to penalties. So
yeah,
Cluj actually, you know, I think I was actually watching this game, the first leg of this game. It finished 0-0, and Cluj just didn't look. They didn't look.
You
too
know
good.
what? I watched that game too, and you know what? I don't know if they have a recognized striker on their roster. They lack a focal point. I was pretty unimpressed, and I don't.
They didn't look too good at all. I think Pyunik was actually the better team in that game, but they just like, you know, both.
I don't even think that. But the crazy thing, sorry, I'm cutting you off. Pyunik, I just don't think they had a few chances to counter, but they were hardly great either.
Yeah, they weren't good in the final third either. But the thing is, they kept themselves in the tie, which is very important.
You got to be in it to win it, yeah.
And they went on to win 4-3 on penalties, man. You know, so I think this is a big upset right here because Cluj is a more recognizable team than Pyunik.
Yeah,
that's the Romanian champions getting, you know, knocked out, eliminated by the Armenian champs. Keep that in mind.
There's a lot of repercussions. There's a few Romanian accounts on Twitter, Romanian football accounts on Twitter, and they're saying that Cluj want to sack their manager, but it's a $400,000 or 400,000 euro buyout, which they can't really afford to do because they don't have Champions League revenue because they didn't move on to the next round. They also said they need a number 9, a stronger squad.
They got to figure it out, bro. They're going to go into the Europa League Conference League, and they got to figure it out. But congratulations to Pyunik. I didn't predict them to go through what they did.
I didn't either.
And the last one I got right. Linfield of Northern Ireland defeating the New Saints of Wales 2-1 after extra time, after winning the game 2-0 after losing the first leg 1-0. So they took it to extra time and they won it, man. So that's pretty good. Who did you pick to win that title?
Linfield and New Saints.
Yeah.
I took Linfield.
Okay. So
I rewatched the video that we made and wrote them down in my phone notes.
Okay. That's good.
That's good. Track. Yeah.
That is good. That was a quality video we made as well. And this is also another good one. Good discussion. Big up to everybody who's watching it live. And if you're watching a replay, thank you very much for tuning in. We do appreciate it. You know what I mean? Just looking to, you know, get things started before the season. It's been a stop-start this summer. Summer was a bit challenging. Vacation. I had COVID. You know what I'm saying? I've had the kids over. So it's been like, it's been a little challenging this summer, to be honest. You know what I mean? I've been doing this thing since 2017, and it's not. Sometimes when I go on YouTube and I'm like, I've seen these guys are uploading every day, multiple times a day during the off season. I'm like, God, bro, take a break. Take a break, man. Take a breather. Because I'm telling you, when the season really gets going, oh man, it's gonna get going.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a challenge, man. And then is when people start burning out and everything, because there's gonna be so much to cover, and then you never rested, and yeah.
I know what you mean.
So look, that was fun. That was fun going through all the ties. And what we're gonna take a look at right now is actually the next round, the second qualifying round. And we have the matchups for the second qualifying round. Guys, remember, there's 26 teams already qualified for the group stages of this season's Champions League.
6 spots left.
Yep, 6 spots. And this is why we're doing the qualifiers for these 6 available spots. And these teams, some teams go through, the champions path. They're already in the latter rounds. Like you see a team here, like you go down, you see Midtjylland and AEK Larnaca. They were already in this qualifying round already. So then there's going to be
Zagreb are waiting for the winner of Shkupi and
there's going to be other teams as well in the next to third qualifying round, because if we look at the third qualifying round, no fixtures yet. The draw has to be made in about 4 days. And let's just take a look at these really quick. Steve, we gotta
we're making our picks.
Yeah, this next Tuesday, we're gonna actually have to link up and do our prediction. We might have to do these maybe on Sunday.
We can do them now if you want, or if you want to make.
Nah, we can't do them now though. We could do them tomorrow. We can do them tomorrow, because I don't really have anything planned, to do tomorrow. So
works for me.
We could do them tomorrow. Yeah. So
These some tough games. Qarabağ and Zurich.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me just take a look at. Let me take a look at what this kid is doing, and I'll be back.
All right. Well, I'll give the people my thoughts about some of my initial thoughts. So, Qarabağ and Zurich, again, that's a very close one, just like Lech Poznań and Qarabağ. If I had to pick, I would go Zurich.
No, don't give it away. Don't give it away now. Like, come on, we gotta save. I know you're ready. I know you're ready to pick, but we gotta have to save him though. Qarabağ, Zurich. That one looks good. So that's the Swiss champions versus the Azerbaijani champions. We have Žalgiris, the Lithuanian champs, versus Malmo, the Swedish champs. Pyunik faced Diddeleng or Diddeleng.
Oh, that's a really tough one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's going to be hard to predict. The Bulgarian champions, Ludogorets, they are coming up against Shamrock Rovers. This is the battle of the green machines, because, both teams wear green.
And the countries that they represent have green in the flags.
Yeah, exactly. So Midtjylland of Denmark, who we saw in the Champions League a few seasons ago,
with Liverpool out to AEK
Larnaca of Cyprus, who we've been seeing in the Europa League over the years. That's going to be a tough one as well. So AEK Larnaca seems like it's been taken over the mantle from
Applewell.
Yeah, exactly. So Linfield coming up against Bodo Glimt. That one's be a good one as well.
That'll be competitive.
Definitely.
I don't know how Dinamo Zagreb don't win that.
Yeah, this is somewhat of a. This is a derby. Macedonian team versus a Croatian team, and Dinamo Zagreb, we know of their quality and the caliber of players they recruit over the years and the talent
they produce out of their academy. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. So one of the better teams in Eastern Europe there. So
The Balkans.
Dinamo Zagreb, look, it will be very hard to go against Dinamo Zagreb here. So Shkupi,
I'm assuming you're going with them.
I could say I could give that one away early.
Okay.
I'll definitely go with them. You know what I'm saying? Early. That's an early prediction. So the second one, we have HJK versus Pilsen of the Czech Republic. You know, Pilsen did qualify for the Champions League, right? A few seasons ago. Or was it the Europa League they were in? Didn't they qualify for the Champions? I think they were in the Champions. Yeah, I think they were in the Champions League.
Yeah, I forget what group they're in, but it was like 2016-ish.
Yeah, they were in the Champions League recently.
Look it up.
I think Helsinki got their work cut out for them in this one for sure.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I'd be very worried if I were them.
We have the Israeli champions this time around. It's not Maccabi Tel Aviv, but Maccabi Haifa coming up against Olympiacos, who's one of the heavyweights and one of the favorites to be amongst the 6 teams that will be in the group stages of next season's Champions League, of course. So look out for Olympiacos making a lot of big signings and everything. What we try to do is we like from now until we do the next one, we're planning to do it tomorrow. I actually want to maybe have some context on some of the new players recruited by some of these teams as well. You know, that would be
one of your comments, the awesome BLE, and I just looked it up. Pilsen was in the 2018-19 group.
Yeah. Thank you very much, man.
Roma and CSKA Moscow.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think so. Pilsen, I can't forget when Pilsen actually qualified for the Champions League. Yeah. So, you don't forget these teams that make the Champions League, man. You know what I mean? I think Ferencváros was in there a couple seasons ago as well.
2020-21, they played. It was a group of death with Dinamo Kiev, Barcelona.
Ferencváros. Yeah.
Who's the other team?
I can't remember. It doesn't really matter though. But we have Ferencváros coming up against Slovan Bratislava.
That's not going to be a friendly fixture. I saw on your previous video. There's a Hungarian guy saying that there's a very, very hostile relationship between both sets of supporters. As a Hungarian,
this is going to be a good one. This is definitely going to be a good one.
That's a big one. And then Dinamo Kiev and Fenerbahce.
What's crazy about Kiev is like, okay, Shakhtyor qualified for the Champions League directly, but there's no football playing in Ukraine, and a lot of their teams was like, the teams wasn't like dissolved, but they let go a lot of players.
On loan, a lot of them, especially.
On loan, and a lot of them went out as well on permanent deals. And I think because of the lack of revenue coming in, they were forced to sell some of their more valuable players to just keep the club running as well. You know what I'm saying? During difficult times of war over in Ukraine there, you know what I mean? So,
that's not an easy game to pick, Kiev or Fenerbahce. That's extremely tough. I'm gonna have to think. I'm gonna have to think real long and hard about that.
That one's gonna be difficult, but
coin flip.
These Turkish teams are very iffy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Very, very iffy. They change players a lot and everything. So, like I just saw that Mesut Ozil, his contract got terminated. And, he's going to Istanbul, Başakşehir here. So, you know what I mean? I've been keeping up with the transfers for the most part.
Yeah.
But I just haven't been active making videos or anything, you know what I mean? Just because of, life situations. So this one is going to be a good one. Yeah, I know, bro. Life does happen. Maribor versus Sheriff. Yeah, that one is a tough one.
Those last 3 are from hell, man.
That one is definitely a tough one.
I don't know how you can convincingly be like, Ferencváros over.
Yeah, that one's a tough one though. But Steve, I gotta tell you, bro, it's on, bro. You're 2 ahead of me. I'm aiming to catch you and go ahead because I'm hoping not to spend any money buying a Man City away shirt this season.
You on it? Game on.
Oh man! So look. In terms of just the group stage, you go here to the latest. There should be something telling us the teams that's already in the group stages already.
Yeah.
So the group stage draw the lowdown. We have I think this one is the one that has the teams that's already in there. So we already have the teams here. So you see, pot one will have Real Madrid, who are the champions, the holders. We have
Yeah.
Eintracht Frankfurt, the Europa League holders. Manchester City, my team, of course, English champions. AC Milan back in the Champions League again. Weren't so convincing last season, but still they're back. It's good to be back 2 years in a row. Bayern Munich looking, stronger than ever. They're bulking up. PSG. Oh man, is this gonna be their year? I don't know.
No, it's
Port, Porto, the
not.
Portuguese champions, and Ajax. Ajax without Ten Hag, and a lot of their players are going to Manchester United as well. So
They'll never make a shirt as sexy as this one.
The Bob Marley shirt, right? Yeah, that Three Little Birds reggae shirt. So the other pots, we got Liverpool, Chelsea, Barcelona, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Leipzig, Tottenham Hotspur, Borussia Dortmund. Well, Tottenham, they're looking good for next season. I just gotta put it out there, man. I can't wait to start talking about the Premier League and everything. I'm just, warming up.
Me too.
I'm just warming up. Newcastle 100%. Looking good as well.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be Dortmund, Salzburg, Shakhtyor, Inter Milan, Napoli.
Napoli back for the first time in a decent amount of time.
A couple years.
Leverkusen too. It's been 2 or 3 years. Not 4.
Who?
Celtic too.
Oh, whoa! I didn't even realize that Celtic made the Champions League though.
Club Brugge.
Yeah, Club Brugge is a regular. Marseille, is good to see them back.
Yeah.
Bayer Leverkusen, Sporting.
Leverkusen got a nasty team. I think that they're a very good team. Oh, so much quality.
Let's see. Let me see if they're going to do anything in the Bundesliga. Though. I want to see if they could do anything in the Bundesliga. So these are the teams, and that's how the Champions League group stage looks so far. Yeah. They would be joined by 6 of the teams in the preliminaries that we were actually discussing a while back. And, it's getting exciting, though. You know what I mean? It's building up, and I'm glad that we're starting with doing this from the earlier stages. And Steve, when the Champions League come around, I want you and I to do group stages, bro.
Of course.
Yeah, you're gonna be my Champions League guy this season. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna build something going forward, man. You know what I mean? That's what it is. When you work together, everything is easier. It's more enjoyable. It's fun, and you get motivated to actually do it as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's good to have another perspective on the channel too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So anything else you want to add before we bounce up out of here, bro?
Nah, man. Nah, not really. Just that second qualifying round, they got some tough games to predict.
Really
tough. That's gonna keep me up at night.
Yeah.
We gotta pick by tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna pick, and tomorrow we're planning to do the next qualifying round predictions though. So look, there's a few teams that are still waiting. There's teams that are still waiting, guys. So just so you know, there's teams like Zvezda, Red Star Belgrade, Apollon Limassol. There's teams like Benfica, Rangers, PSV, Monaco, Sturm Graz, Union St. Gilloise. This is a team that you got to keep an eye on.
They got recently promoted and then won the title.
Exactly.
In second place, yeah.
Yep, we got to watch these teams. So there's still a lot more teams that we're going to have to discuss, and we're still in the very early stages of the Champions League. The group stages actually starts in September, and we are in July. Imagine that we are doing Champions League in July, guys. No one, I don't think
it was in May.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else is actually talking about the Champions League right now, bro. I really don't.
You
Not
gotta
many.
be
At
innovative.
least.
You
At
gotta be
least.
innovative.
Exactly. Not many people though. So, I'm glad
It's a
that we
niche.
actually do.
It's a
Yeah,
niche.
exactly. So, Steve, bro, it was nice chatting again. We'll be back
Of
tomorrow
course,
to
man.
do a little 35 minutes, prediction.
Make our picks.
Yeah, and make the picks for the next round and get things going again, man. So I do
Absolutely.
appreciate everybody who tuned in, all the people who just joined the live stream. It's not a lot of people came through, because
That's all right.
YouTube is a thing when you're not active and, when there's no momentum, there's no momentum. You have to build
Replay
that momentum.
value, though.
Yeah,
Replay
yeah. But,
value.
big up to everybody who's watching the replay right now. We almost an hour in and
Yeah.
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Congrats to all the teams that qualified for the next round and hard luck to the teams that didn't. Oh, one thing we said that we were going to do, I guess we'll do it tomorrow, though. We'll
Yeah.
check out the Europa League and the Conference League to see what's going on
Yeah.
down there. Just to look.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So thanks
Good.
again, man. So from
Of
Steve
course.
Mahala, I got to pronounce your
Yeah.
last name properly from now on. Big Newcastle United fan.
Bam.
You'll catch him on the Newcastle channel next season and his own channel. Talking up a storm about the new Newcastle. And from your boy Dom, big Man City fan, champions of England, can't win the Champions League, of course. Appreciate everybody who
Shout out
tuned in,
Palomo
man.
in the comments, by the way, talking
Yeah,
about Trey Fiore, talking about Trey Fiore, a San Marinese team.
Oh,
It actually won 3-1 on aggregate today in the Europa Conference League first round qualifiers over Fola Esch, a Luxembourgish team.
congratulations to them. Yeah.
It's the second ever time a San Marinese team has advanced in a UEFA over 2 legs in a and they did Trey Fiore did the same thing against I forget who they did it against, but they shout out Trey Fiore. That was crazy.
Yeah. Maybe in 2050 they'll be in the Champions League. Who knows?
Yeah.
Man? Who knows?
Baby steps.
Yep. So from Steve and I, thanks for tuning in to another one. And until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.